Our story begins on the 13th floor of an old and eerie apartment building. This floor had always been shrouded in mystery and had a reputation for strange occurrences. Many claimed that odd things happened in the apartments on the 13th floor, but these claims were usually dismissed as mere urban legend. The receptionist on the ground floor told a new family that there was an available apartment on the 13th floor. The family, in need of affordable housing, reluctantly accepted the offer, unaware that the apartment had been vacant since the previous tenant's bizarre and tragic demise. The first few nights were quiet, but soon strange events began to unfold. Unexplained noises coming from the walls, glimpses of ghostly apparitions, and disturbing dreams haunted the family members. They were all being affected by the dark aura of the 13th floor. One by one, they started experiencing sleepless nights, nightmares, and even hallucinations. As the family's condition deteriorated rapidly, they had no choice but to seek help from the authorities. A psychiatrist was called in to evaluate their mental state, and it became clear that all of them were exhibiting signs of severe psychiatric disturbance. It seemed as though the strange occurrences on the 13th floor had taken a toll on their sanity. The family members were eventually committed to a mental hospital, where they were subjected to intensive therapy and treatment. Psychiatrists worked tirelessly to help them differentiate between reality and the nightmares, hallucinations, and delusions that had plagued them. However, with time, it became apparent that the family members were spiraling deeper into their madness. The line between the bizarre events on the 13th floor and the treatment they received in the mental hospital blurred, and distinguishing reality from illusion became an impossible task. Eventually, the family members disappeared into the dark corridors of the mental hospital, completely losing touch with the outside world. The mystery of the horrifying apartment on the 13th floor and the enigma of the mental hospital remain locked away, hidden from the world forever. Once upon a time, in a charming town called Pleasantville, there lived a little child named Emma. Emma was known as the sweetest kid in Pleasantville, a place filled with colorful flowers, happy people, and tranquility. One day, Emma and her best friend, Tom, decided to venture into the forest just beyond the town. The mysterious atmosphere and enchanting beauty of the forest had always intrigued them. The sun was shining brightly as they started walking along the path that led to the forest edge. As they stepped into the forest, they immediately felt a change. The coolness of the air and the silence were vastly different from the bustling streets of the town. Emma and Tom ventured deeper into the woods, noticing that the cheerful chirping of birds had been replaced by an eerie quietness. After a while, they began to notice strange markings in the forest, mysterious symbols carved into the trees and peculiar tracks on the ground. Emma and Tom decided to follow the tracks deeper into the woods. As they delved further, darkness began to creep in, and they found themselves getting farther. In the deepening silence, they suddenly encountered a bizarre creature, a shadow darting swiftly through the forest. Emma